Ron, I'm sorry. Yeah. I think if we put it in the thing, it'll be fine. Yeah. I know. I think it's fine. We did. We did. Oh, good. After dinner. Good. Yeah, that's for you.
It's 108. I'm just waiting to see if maybe one or two more people show up. Then we'll get started. But since it is an outdoor museum, okay, not too much sun, it's okay. So I want to thank everybody for coming. We were waiting on a few guests to arrive. I want my friends who are going to speak, the artists, of course, who are so bashful. You can come over and stand around. You need someone to join us. Alexander Atove, parlez-vous français? How's that? I hope I didn't butcher your name. From Total Energies America, Robert Sakowitz, and of course Ron, and all of the artists come up here so we just get in the same area so we are together. I don't want to let any comments blow away. I'm Rodney Ellis, and I want to thank you for joining us today. My wife is here, directors are going, whose family built that building on his building. And if I get my way, eventually we'll put a John Biggers up on that high one up there if we find one that matches. So, yeah, if the Art Commission, everybody agrees. But I want to thank you for coming here today. In Harris County, we believe that public art has the ability to inspire and change. My office has made public art an integral part of our efforts to celebrate the diverse community and history that we're all so proud of. And we were proud to put forward the majority of the funds for this incredible project in downtown Houston in the heart of Precinct, great partner in the first set that we did. And when I say we put the funds up, I'm really putting your money up because it is a taxpayer's money. This is your art. This project, Big Art, Bigger Change, started in 2022 when we unveiled the first season. "40 murals across downtown Houston. To be exact, 44. We went out. We're probably not through yet. These murals truly are art with a purpose. These murals address climate change, green energy, innovation, human rights, education for all, social equity, and other issues. This powerful mural that we're at today is about something we are all too familiar with, climate change. Harmony is the name of that mural that you're seeing behind me. Harmony is a mural that pays tribute to the youth change makers who are now leading the conversation on climate change around the world. And to be honest with you, shaking up the status quo quite a bit. Climate change impacts everyone, but it particularly affects young people. I'm immensely proud of all the climate activists, young and old, who have made their voices heard. But I want everyone to know we're trying to do our part. There are some rooms that I happen to sit in from time to time, particularly the rooms that Mayor Turner and I sat in Austin for 26 years, where I'm not sure most people are aware of the climate crisis. It's spoken about, but normally in a distant sense. But in Harris County, the climate crisis is here, and it's here now. Harris County is the first county in Texas to develop a climate action plan. Mayor Turner led the way with a number of great cities around the country when he was mayor for the city of Houston's climate action plan. We're moving ahead together to reduce carbon emissions, but address the impacts of the climate crisis that we are facing and experiencing every day as we try and chart a new path forward. So this mural project is more than just creating a culture of public art or transforming downtown into what now is the largest open-air museum in the world. It's also about forcing people to confront these vital issues in hopes that we as a community can collectively work to build a better future. I want to recognize the artists who are here with us. My wife and I had them at our home for dinner last night. We had dinner with them in the office a couple of nights ago. They were here on Good Friday of the world, away from their families because they believe in the work that they do. I know that Arjun and Tebow are going to call them out individually, but would you just give all of these artists a warm Houston round of applause? They have a diverse range of experience, a vast array of talents, and reflect the diversity of our community. You might have noticed some of them are missing. 9 more murals will be unveiled today, and at least 3 of them, well, 2 of them are still up there working. Wave at them so they know we're talking about them. They're working hard. Most of them will leave Houston if they're not from here, or leave this country sometime on Easter Sunday. A couple may leave tonight, but all of them have done a great job. Houston and Harris County share our love for art with the world, and the world has made our art more beautiful. I want to thank you all again for being here, for helping us transform downtown Houston into this beautiful open-air museum. I know people across Harris County will continue to enjoy these murals for decades to come. I've been joined by another great artist who's always tired of being alone, Congressman Al Green. And I'm so glad to Bear Turner and let him say a few words, and then Congressman Al Green. So Argentibo is your show. Give them a warm round of applause. They're the reason they curated all of these murals.
Thank you, Commissioner. And thank you for joining us today. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day for social and environmental justice and for hope for a better future for all. So we are the co-founder of Street Art for Mankind, and we curated and produced all the 44 murals in downtown Houston and 47 so far in Houston, and probably more, thanks to the support of Commissioner Rodney Ellis in the coming months and years. So we are really, really excited to be helped to get an impact here. So this crazy project would never have happened without, again, number one, the support of Commissioner Rodney Ellis, who deserves a huge round of applause. And also, I would like to thank all the people behind the scene of Harris County, Alexandra, Alex, who's here, and Darrell, and everybody that I'm not listing here, but there's been a lot of work behind the scene of all the team of Harris County to make it happen. They've been extremely supportive. So again, thank you all for what you've been doing. Also, we'd like to thank Downtown Houston, because this is a partnership with Downtown Houston, who've been supporting us from day one as well. So Chris, the team, thanks again. And thanks to Total Energy for supporting also this phase and helping us make it happen, and Exxon as well. So thank you all for your support from the beginning, today, tomorrow. Thanks for making it happen. And last but not least at all, we have a lot of hotels who made it happen. So I know we have Jacques here from the Hilton Downtown, who've been here from day one. So Jacques, I don't know where you are, but thank you, because he's been supportive in every way possible. We also get great support from the Hyatt, from the Holiday Inn, and the Sam Hotel as well. So it's been a great team of supporters. And today you're going to go, if you register, on the bus tour. And this was made possible by Houston City Tour. So we would like to thank them for their support as well. They run tour every day at 2:30 for those who are interested. So now let's talk about, sorry, trying to make this happen. Here we go. So quickly, for those who don't know us, who are we? So again, Street Art for Mankind, we are a non-profit organization. We were created in 2015 after a crazy encounter with the Nobel Peace Prize Kailash Satyarthi, who inspired us to really build art for social change and to create those huge murals. So we started actually originally fighting against child labor and trafficking, and that's how we did our first project, and that's how the United Nations heard about it. Actually, the French ambassador of the UN heard about it, and his successor is going to be speaking in a few minutes. And that's really how it started. So first, Kailash Satyarthi, the fight against child labor and trafficking, has been a partner of us from the beginning, and we continue to save children. Actually, last year we saved 450 children from child labor and trafficking in India by funding raid and rescue programs, because we believe in art for social change, but we believe in art for action. So so we create those huge murals all around the world to really support change. And this would not be possible without the fantastic artists who support us. So again, yes, a huge round of applause. Thibaut is going to talk more about the artists, but we have great artists here coming from everywhere. We want to thank them. So again, thanks, and thank you also for for Mayor Turner for joining us today. It's been really amazing. So I'm going to turn the mic to Thibaut, who's going to tell you more about the Big Art, Bigger Change mural. Thank you.
Sorry for the mic. Yeah. Hi everyone. So my name obviously is Thibaut Decker. I know it's pretty difficult to write, but I think about the football player, usually it works way easier. No relation, but it usually is easier. So my role is to talk a bit more about Big Art, Bigger Change, though Rodney already said most of it, so I'm going to be very short about it. This is an adventure that started 3 years ago during the pandemic. An encounter. We were actually doing our very first mural on hunger here in Houston on the back of the Hampton Inn Hotel with Dragon 76, who's actually here, so our very first mural, and that came back in this series. And Rodney was actually biking at that time and stopped by and started asking us what the hell we were doing in this county, painting that wall. That's really the story, and this is how the encounter started, and we decided, thanks to the drive of Rodney, to come back and do more to inspire. So Big Art, Bigger Change is a outdoor museum, free, for people to get inspired, for people to walk. We have an app called Behind the Wall, which is free, that you can download on every app store or Play Store that you have, that actually works like an audio guide. So you just use it, you look at the walls, and then suddenly you'll hear the story, you'll hear the artist speaking, you'll hear people, experts also talking about those topics. What we do is we create art with a purpose. The objective is to talk about social, environmental justice in general and topics, but we try to do it in a very light way, and we do it thanks to the artists that you see on my right here, and all those that came before. We are now in season 3. So there's been 2 years already before and 44 walls up there to talk, of course, specifically of these UN Sustainable Development Goals and the 17, but you imagine that if we have 44, we've done a bit more than the 17 SDGs out there. And the idea, again, for us is to create this and start a conversation. Our murals are really here to inspire, but also to give the opportunity for people to engage. If there's a theme that actually speaks to your heart, please do engage. It's not always about money. It's more about heart and finding your purpose and being able to connect with local organizations, international organizations, and taking it forward like we're trying to do it with child trafficking. And that's what we're trying really to inspire. So enough about us. I want to start talking a bit more about the people on my right side, which are the artists. So in season 3, we've done already 2 murals, and we have now murals that we are revealing today. Amongst the artists, so all come from different background, different styles, and that's also the purpose of what we do in the curation part, is make sure you find a style that you like, that you can relate to, so you can connect. So in order from the left side to the right side. Sorry, Shamsia. So Shamsia Hassani, glorious actually, from Afghanistan, that lives today in LA, very famous for, you'll see actually one of her paintings if you come on the bus tour, which is actually at the crossing of Caroline and Preston. What can I say about you? So mainly brushes, and I'll give you you'll come to speak anyway at the end. So then I'll walk my way through, but Shamsia Hassani. Mr. D from Houston, that is doing a great collab actually with Romain Froquet, more of an abstract work that you can see actually on the Jury Duty garage. Same, we'll go there afterwards. So you can, and this is on the City of Energies. Sorry, Shamsia, your theme is about immigration and birds of no nation. Mr. Super A, who actually has done the painting that you see behind us, which is about green change makers, and we'll come in the details of explaining later what all the layers of that painting. So Stefan from Holland, Netherlands. Dragon 76 that I just presented, medium, that same, if you take the bus tour, we'll be able to show you around because they're a bit more distant. The others are actually still working, so up there you have Mantra, that is doing a piece on the butterfly effect, literally, and documenting at the same time 8 species endemic actually to Texas and Houston. He's still doing his piece. He will be finished by Tuesday. You can probably see across at the Holiday Inn, if you just put a head, you will see a piece which is more contemporary graffiti art, and that is Gonzo, that you might know in Houston, that is doing a piece over there. And at the bottom of it, you have Judith, who's still also finishing, because I don't see her here. JDL, sorry, from Holland also. So this is the artist that you will be able to see and meet today. Please, a round of applause for them. I'm gonna zip it and come back. And Bimbo, which has been repairing one of the murals, actually, and that did a mural also in season 1. Yes, of course.
And we have a show and wanted to join us but couldn't make it today.
So we rode a bike that could hit all 44. If you get tired.
So the bus, so after and then we're gonna take the bus on.
Now we're ready. Go for it. Yeah.
You got it.
You got it.
My name is Nicolas de Rivière, and I'm France's permanent representative to the United Nations. I'm delighted to speak today at the inauguration of the fact resonates deeply with the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals, from eradicating poverty to combat more own butterfly effect.
On the spot, former mayor of Houston. Look, Thibault was joking about when I showed up, and I was wondering, who are these people? And so when I found out what they were doing, it was a series that Kellogg was paying for after the George Floyd tragedy. And they picked about 5 American cities, 6 American cities, including their headquarters in Michigan. And they'd done one in New Orleans. And he told me that the mayor of New Orleans during the pandemic had the New Orleans Philharmonic Orchestra come out, and he's laying it on. You know, they do that in France, although he's in New York. So I called Mayor Turner, and I said, I know we've not had a public event yet together. You haven't had one. But I said, it's outdoors. We just wear our mask. And he hadn't had it yet. I hadn't had it, so I said, let's do it. We called Bishop Dixon, and, we didn't list it on the internet. Kathy Taylor showed up. I'd say we had 50 people there, but I think it was probably the first Congressman Al Green was there. You were there, Representative Reynolds, and none of us, if we called COVID, we didn't get it from each other. You got it later, but former mayor of Houston and a dear friend, a good friend of the arts, Mayor Sylvester Turner.
Look, let me just be very, very brief, and please give it up one more time for Commissioner. He has been the driving force, the champion of these murals downtown. It's amazing that where we started talking about 1, and now we're talking about 44, big art, bigger change, and he has really, truly been the driving force. Commissioner, thank you, and the co-founders, and each one of the artists, and Total, and the Downtown Management Association. I see Nicole Irvin over there. But let me thank you all for really beautifying downtown, for enhancing it. I was just struck when you said that downtown now represents the largest open-air museum in the world. Give it up. That's saying something. And then I was struck when we had a visit, I think it was the governor of one of the states on the East Coast, who came and was walking through downtown not too long ago and just said downtown was an ugly place. Well, let me just say that with what all of you all are doing collectively, you're working to reverse that. Because when you look at these murals, you're looking at some beautiful pieces of art that really are enhancing the look and the face of downtown. That doesn't happen on its own. And then at the same time, when you start talking about social justice, equity, sustainability, climate change, and climate advocacy, all of those things are captured in what we're looking at downtown. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I would get up there, but hell, I'm scared of height. So thank you all so very much. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, Mayor. I mean, your help was invaluable. Your name to get some of these buildings. Milton Rahman, the county engineer, just make sure you come. I'm going to have you say something. But Milton Rahman was just such a delight. All kinds of issues come up. Paint got on somebody's car. I mean, if you only knew the drama that we go through. But next, another good friend, Congressman Al Green, who came in the middle of a pandemic when we unveiled that first mural. And I think it said a lot to you all as Houstonians when you could see public you can to be safe, but we came out. Congressman Alexander Green.
Probably I should do it while the train is going by, and that way. But it is raison d'etre, raison d'etre. And it is clearly applicable to Thibault and Audrey because it means your reason for being. Why are you here? And it is intuitively obvious to the most casual observer that you have found your raison d'etre. It's on your face, it's in your demeanor. It means something to you to see this happen. Would you kindly join me in giving them an expression of love and appreciation? Thank you. And to all of the artists, thank you so much for. Many people probably thought that Mayor Turner was coming to all of the, but you can see now, as I have seen since he has made his departure from office, he was doing it because he loves. This brother, you don't mind if I say brother, do you, Commissioner? Okay, city council, just unique. Many of us could have made the effort to do what he's doing, but we didn't. He decided to do this. And I don't know how you got these white folk to let you put all this on their buildings. Okay. I'm breath-hearted thought that I had in mind and heart. But this is just amazing. Representative Reynolds, who's known as, I feel good. When I left home, I was feeling okay. But I feel good now. And I hope you feel good. And I hope you'll give a big Texas-sized expression of appreciation to all of the people who have made this possible. Dallas-Fort Worth. For Thibault and Audrey and all of the artists, thank you very much. Thank you.
I love Alexander Green, by the way. I'm going to get to Total, but Representative Ron Reynolds, I want you to say a brief word. Thank you. A wonderful state representative.
Listen, I'm going to be brief. I wasn't going to say anything, and I want to ditto everything that Mayor Turner, he's forever mayor of the city of Houston, right? Mayor Sylvester Turner, Congressman Al Green, Thibault, the artist, and Commissioner Rodney Ellis. The reason why I wanted to just say something briefly, because they are trying so hard to erase diversity, equity, and inclusion, but you cannot come downtown Houston and not be reminded that we have great diversity in Houston, that we believe, Mayor, in climate change that is real. So this is amazing for our city, and this is a message to the state that our diversity is our strength. So thank you again, Commissioner Ellis, and everyone who had a hand in it. I brought my kids because I want them to see this art. This is a destination. This is a tourist attraction, and this enhances downtown Houston. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm going to bring our friend up, Alexander from Total. They'll probably ban me from doing this. They know how much fun I'm having. So as I bring up Alexander, I make this joke last time about French. I did take French at Worthing. Anyway, so roll forward about 5 years later. I'm in back from Paris, been over to Italy, and I'm in Paris trying to get back. I can remember those dialogues. Dis donc, où est la bibliothèque? And I remember the teacher saying, Nicolas, that's my name. Vous avez très ignorant. You're very ignorant, Rodney. You know what I mean? And then I knew there was one at that, dis donc, où est la? Say there, where is the library? So I'm trying to find a train station, and I couldn't remember the word. I'm saying everything, it's la gare, I think, a la train. So I get up to this beautiful couple, and I said, dis donc, où est la? Choo-choo! And this beautiful couple said, you stupid American. The train station is 2 blocks straight down the street and 1 damn block to the right. Would you please welcome Alexander I won't try the last name, from Total Energy.
Honor for me to represent Total Energies here this afternoon around the unveiling of these wonderful installations. I want to thank former Mayor Sylvester Turner, Commissioner Rodney Ellis, Audrey and Thibaut Decker, and Mr. Sarkovitz for being part of this. And it has been for some time to be part of these types of initiatives, to be part of big art, bigger change. And the SDGs, we really want to show up in the communities, in the cities, in the states, in the countries where we operate. We are in 130 countries. We employ 100,000 people around the world. And I can tell you that the US and Texas right now is front and center of the strategy of the company, especially with renewables. We invested a lot in the state in the last 2 years, and this is set to continue. So I just wanted to say I'm proud of being part of Total, and I'm proud of the fact that we were able to be part of this internally.
How do I say that last name? Is it Adoteve?
It's Adoteve.
Come on now.
It's from West Africa.
I love it. Which country?
Thank you.
Would text me. I'll find out who owns that bond. And we are so proud to Mayor commitment to try.
A TED Talk years, and I've always.
But for those of you who are not native-born Houstonians, let me tell you a little bit about how this building got here. Because Houston was of all of the supplies that went towards really began to from Galveston in of the company in 1949. But we want that he went to. We discard white, no black veins running through the hours of the day or throughout that building. I'll tell you that to Paris after graduating from University of Houston citizens, we would tours today, just as it was inside before, and I'm proud to have been a part of helping that. My sister Lynn Wyatt and I continued to do that. I don't want to keep all of you who got this thing together. Thank you very much.
Here. I know that John Abadili is here with the Houston Arts Alliance. Give him a warm round of applause. Many of his leadership team, his board members, give them a round of applause here as well. Dr. Lauren Blanchard, there you are, Dr. Lauren Blanchard, President of Houston Community College, trustee for being here as well. Dr. Blanchard has the privilege of having one of the best views in town from his office of these murals. And later, maybe 10 days later, he wants to ban books. And now, City, you want to let these artists come up and in their own words say who they are and tell you a bit about their murals. And should we start on the end? I'm going to, you had such, if that's what you had.
What it means to you and why.
And recently peace in other countries too. And that's why I call it Birds of No Nation. Thank you.
And the flowers.
Yeah.
Why the flowers?
Yeah. Well, in details of my artworks, I painted flying away, and they are losing their wishes. Yes. Thank you.
My name is Dragon76. I live in New York now. I painted 3 years another mural in stadium.
It is fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. My name is Romain Froquet. I'm to the people who are going to see it this, so the Texas. Sébastien.
I'll keep this very short, but we should spend some time in the studio and paint together again. It's been a while. And I was like, okay, I got a wall for you. I got a canvas for you, is what I said. And the place to be. Yes, but also.
You need to see together. So on the left side, so of course it's represents really, so it's about green bee that's flying around, and she's to the butterflies on the left side that are being done, and that's kind of a wink also to the butterfly effect that mural represents. That's in a nutshell, I would say, what this is about. So this is really the style of Stéphane, of Mr. Super A, and those layers.
Tell them what the two are about down the street in case they're not on the bus. Gonzo.
So if you're bending around with those clothes, thank you.
There's something I would like to add on the. See that this is because we all want, obviously, regardless what we think about the way to do it, we will all want to reduce and stop gun violence, especially in the U.S. And you will see the artist Adad, who has this big sculpture of a knotted gun at the United Nations. And the reason why Writer's Guild did that knotted gun is because of the death. It's a nice twist to the story.
The piece means something, so if you can decide.
So we're wrapping up. If we don't have a seat on the bus, if you walk, it's 5 miles at most. If you download the app, my favorite, you know, the John, but so whatever. The ballerina, another 3 somewhere in Houston. Okay, thank you. We do have some refreshments, right? What's our solution, which is a big problem.